Everyone, my name is Jamal, and you may know me on YouTube as Jamal Music. And I've been doing cover, well, not cover alone, because I've been writing lately. Well, I've been doing this podcast called INFERNAL'S, and it's about different superheroes, for example, Marvel and DC superheroes coming together and forming like one team. I've created my own team called the Infernals, and we write the stories and post them on YouTube. You may know them as the Infernals, and I've been doing that for a while. For example, since last Christmas Eve, that's the first episode was posted, and the last episode we posted on 14th of February, Valentine's Day. That will be Monday, and that will be on my birthday, and I'm just here to tell you a little bit more in this video to tell you a little more about the Infernals. Well, actually all you have to know about the Infernals. Well, I started writing this episode for as long as last year. I think it was September or October. I can't remember. I will tell you back in the description below. And now that I'm releasing it, I didn't know what really, at first I didn't really know what to write about. Then I was just sitting down and just wondering, like, I love superhero, I love Marvel, I love DC, but not all that, because I love Marvel. Marvel is like real life, and DC is just like lifetime. It just feels like you're watching a lifetime movie. So I just wonder what happened if DC and Marvel superhero come together. Like, what can happen? Different possibilities. At first, I was thinking like, what superhero should I put? So I decided to work with Wonder Woman. I decided to work with Aquaman. I decided to work with this Doctor Strange, um, She-Hulk, the Flash, um, the Scarlet Witch. I can't remember anymore. Yes, I decided to work with them. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So I start was giving back. I thought would give them back the same name, but then I said, you know what? No, trash that. I'm gonna give them a whole new origin, a whole new everything. So I really like the Eternal movie, so I decided to use the same concept as the Eternal movie. So I decided to give them new name, and like new place that they lived, new identity, new everything. So I decided to use the Eternal concept. So I started off the episode since the first creation. So these heroes that I'm using, I change everything and make them as old as since the war was first created. Well, not really since the war was first created. So I decided to use the Celestials in the first episode. So Celestial, they actually made Jerome the Scarlet Witch. Yes, I changed the Scarlet Witch from female to male and named him Jerome. So I decided to change every concept of Scarlet Witch. So the Celestial made some deal with Chatan to give them half of his magic to put in a warring nature of the stop a meteorite. And that meteorite turned out to be the Mind Stone instead of the meteorite. And Jerome more powers. So after that, things started like flooding in my brain, like different possibilities of what would happen. So I wanted my first villain to start with a stone, and it must end with a stone. Well, it won't basically end with a stone because you will see in episode 10. And the first, physical villain would have been Hela, regardless of death. And you guys know what happened to her, but she will be returning in soon. If season 2, I decide to write season 2, she will return. Well, I've started writing season 1, episode 1 of season 2, and I don't, I think I already wrote it halfway, so I don't know if it will continue. Well, I've wrote out like halfway of season 2, episode 1. And I don't know if I'll continue. I don't know if there will be any season 2. If this episode 10, like, it go good, then I guess there will be a season 2. But if it does not, I'm scared to say that there might not even be any season 2. Well, as I started out the Infernals, they have gone through so many things. Well, Jerome is the Scarlet Witch is actually dating Steven, who will become the Sorcerer Supreme in episode 10. Well, he wasn't the Sorcerer Supreme, he had powers that the Sorcerer Supreme used. But in season 10, episode 10, he will be the Sorcerer Supreme. Gonna be new storyline in episode 10. New details, new information you get to learn, and there's going to be a lot. For example, the last part of episode 10 is going to send you guys wild. Actually, yeah, I finished written the episode 10, and I'm going to record episode 10 just now and set it for premiere. I don't know if today I will set it for premiere or tomorrow, but tomorrow or later on this afternoon, I think tomorrow mostly, I'll be doing a live stream on YouTube, and I would like you guys to join. It's a birthday premiere for episode 10. Well, um, as you know, yeah, as I was talking before, Jerome is actually dating the Sorcerer Supreme, and you may have learned more about that in episode 3, I think, yeah, episode 2 or 3, when he created a hex and created a reality. Well, I wanted to use back the same storyline from WandaVision, and I wanted to recreate my version. But a lot of more things were supposed to happen, but it had to be cut out, and I had to stick to what you guys have heard. And I don't know if you guys really enjoyed it, but I really hope you do. Well, I had to stick to what you guys heard. And a lot has happened during that episode 3. So Jerome was on his own adventure on finding all the rest of the stones. You guys have heard that already. And well, I wanted to let everything start off with Jerome and then end with Jerome. So actually episode 9, when I released it, was going to release it actually. I saw some things were like it didn't suit me, so I had to rewritten episode 9. If you guys want to hear how episode 9 sounds like, um I will put in this video so you guys can hear what actually episode 9 would have sounded like. And actually episode 10 too, I had to rewritten it. So a lot of rewritten I had to do. Most of the episode I didn't rewritten it, but I had to take out certain things and then replace it. As you may know, Troy, who would have been Thor, God of Thunder, in the real universe, but in this universe he's known as Troy. Well, he isn't really from Asgard. He's not from Asgard. He's from Olympic. Well, I wanted to choose new storyline for Troy, new things. I didn't want the same Asgard story. Asgard is destroyed and this and that. So Hela is not really his sister. His sister, I mean. How am I saying sisters? Well, Loki didn't appear. I know you guys would have thought like, why isn't Loki appearing? Well, Loki didn't appear because he's not from Olympic. He will be from Asgard. Yeah, Loki's from Asgard. But Hela is from Asgard. Yeah, I have confirmed. I have confirmed it now. Hela is from Asgard. She's not from Olympic. She's not into Troy. Troy's father is Zeus, and he doesn't. Well, I can't tell you more information about Troy because most things that will happen if I write season 2, I have plans for most things to focus on Troy. Ava and Vikash. Ava is She-Hulk. I had to rebrand She-Hulk. I named her Ava. Vikash, which should have been the Flash. Alan, his name in Flash, his name is Alan, but I had to rename him as Vikash. So I renamed him and Ava. So Ava is actually She-Hulk and Vikash is actually the Speedster. That is what he's known as in the Infernal. In the Infernals, the Celestials, they actually travel back in time. Travel to the future, I mean. And they brought with them Ava and Vikash to join the team. And I think those were the only two that they brought from the future. Yeah, I don't know, but I keep on writing and keep on forgetting most of the storyline, so I'm just telling you. But from my head, actually. So, they brought to them the two, Vikash and Ava. And, Diane. Well, I stick to the name Diane. Or I stick to the Mascara storyline. I stick to everything. So, she's from the Mascara. Actually, you have known that in one of the episode. And she is the princess of the Mascara. Yeah, I stick to Diane. Also Supreme, I didn't stick to his storyline, all of that. But, he is from a place, well, you would have heard where, I don't think I've told the episode, but I can't tell you where he's from because that would just ruin the surprise if I wrote season 2. And, well, I decided to name him Steven. Yeah, Dr. Stephen Strange would have been his real name in the real Marvel universe, but in this universe is just Steven. And he's in love with Jerome, the Scarlet Witch, which is a boy, so that makes them. That would bring in the first gay relationship in my series, The Infernals. And, well, you have seen the Dark Hold in the Infernals. Yes, the Dark Hold is playing a big role. Most of the information that I can tell here, well, I can't ruin the surprise for season 2. So, just to tell you that Hela and Agatha, they aren't really dead. At the end of at the end of episode 10, there are gonna be some new people appearing. New appearance from different heroes and different villains. And, well, oh, I forgot about Damon, yeah. He is actually from, oh shucks, I forgot it. He's from Atlantis. Yes, I stick to that. But the storyline, I had to change it up a little bit. I didn't want the same thing to repeat itself that happened with Aquaman. So I decided to change up things and so on. Well, actually, I'm just here sitting down in my living room, just making this video for you guys to understand a bit more about the Infernals. That's all for now you need to know about the Infernals. I'd like to thank you for staying connected with me, for watching the Infernals podcast, and let's just pray that episode 10 of season 1 goes good so there can be a season 2. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for subscribing. Well, you can keep on subscribing. And just keep on subscribing so that we can have more videos uploaded here. Also, stream my cover of Surface Pressure from Encanto. Well, I didn't do a cover for long, so go on stream that because that's the first cover I did for this year. Yeah. I really hope you enjoy my podcast and stay connected, and also check me out live on YouTube soon before the, yeah. So check me out on live on YouTube. I really love this filter. My horns. So wish I could have touched that. Yeah, don't let me get distracted. Yes, so um, like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out the links down below for link to other episode. If you're new to the channel, also subscribe, and if you're new to the podcast series, you can start watching it from episode 1 on my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram at Jamal or Jamal Music. Follow me on Facebook at Jamal Music. And thank you for being with me. I really love and adore you guys. Thank you very much. Bye. I actually wanted to do the bye thing from Billy Sarah. Yeah, I watched Billy Sarah when she said bye. And now I get back doing that bye thing again. But bye. Okay, I'm not doing this again. Not again.